Hey guys, I'm Reddit here, back with another Reddit series entitled Parents this time. So let's get right into the story, shall we? This one's called Entitled Parent Tries to Hit My Pregnant Mom, Loses Custody of His Only Child. If this doesn't fit here, please direct me to the more appropriate subreddit. Originally this was also posted in our ProRevenge, and someone told me to share it here. The EP is named as A-Hole. Edit. Sweet Jesus, my first Reddit award, and it's a platinum. Edit. Our ProRevenge removed the original sunglass on told me to post here. Edit. A-Hole is not my dad too. Okay. Some context. I was 11 when this happened, and my mum was about 8ish months pregnant with my little brother. Her live-in boyfriend was a massive waste of DNA and usually took his frustration out on me, but he thought I was Mimer's, my grandmother. Because my mum's dietary changes while being pregnant were causing me health problems, I was over her with housework, and I've been playing games for an hour at the time of the incident. So A-Hole had gotten home at around 8 or 9 p.m. and he was already in a bad mood for some reason. My mum was going to see what was going on and asked him to stop shouting, because last time the neighbours came over due to the noise volume and she didn't want to have to explain that one again. Honestly, I didn't blame her. She's pregnant. Her feet hurt and she was in hospital for kidney stones. 3 days before this happened, so she's tired and frustrated. Apparently, A-Hole decided he felt the need to be mad at her and started shouting obscenities at my mother, which led me to grabbing a baseball bat I'd get under my bed and sneaking closer to her. Well, whilst I got within range, I saw his hand fly up. Now I have seen that gesture before. He was aiming to hit my pregnant mother, so the first reaction was to swing that back into his leg as hard as I can. Or could. Oh, ouch. And when he went down, I hit him maybe 3-4 more times at full force. Mind you, even though I was a child, I was certainly not weak and knew to aim for his knees and wrists apparently, and nailed his left wrist at one point. Well, never mess with a kid that's protective of his mom. My mother called Mima and the 911, which resulted in a cop car and an ambulance. The cop asked what happened as they loaded a man into the ambulance, and he tried to say I assaulted him unprompted. This is when mine came to the rescue and interjected that 1, I never hit someone without being hit first, and 2, A-Hole and my mum were constantly fighting. She then said they could ask the neighbours who verified the statement. When the cops asked why I hit him so hard, it broke at least one knee for sure. I stated he could hit me and I'd probably hide since he's bigger than me, but he was going to hit my mom, and she had a baby nearly here. I didn't want the baby to get hurt, so I hurt him first and made sure he wouldn't do it again. My mum agreed to press charges for assault, child endangerment and child abuse. The cops were also informed of how he verbally, mentally and emotionally abused me, and Mima had at least one voice recording of this happening in the past. Now, I didn't go to the court case because I was a child and everybody agreed not to bring in the child if it was avoidable, which it was since Mima had physical proof of his abuse, but later I found out it was only allowed weekend visitation at my mom's convenience and had to pay child support. A few years afterwards, he got himself arrested for some reason and had his visitation rights revoked by the court. So yeah, don't attack my mom and don't F with my little brother. My family will ruin you. Nothing's been more gratifying than knowing this man can no longer see his only child because he thought he could get away with being such an abusive twat. Well, and it's one of those fathers, isn't it? At least he got what was coming to him, that's for sure. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. This one's called Entitled Anti-Vaxxers Crossed Over Half My Class to Catch the Chicken Pox. Expect a thank you. This happened back when I was in kindergarten, so some details are a bit fuzzy, but the story is very much real. When I was in kindergarten, an entitled boy came to class one day with chicken pox. This wasn't a mild case either. The spots were angry and red, and within a few hours, a couple of our classmates were itching. My teacher immediately called his parents, but they refused to pick him up. Oh, really? Okay then. saying that he would be good for the other children to be around him and asking her just to leave him in the classroom. Now, only about half the class had gotten their chickenpox shots at this point. My parents were good about getting my fullest knife shots when we were supposed to get them. I didn't know the chickenpox shots were that sort of thing, actually. But at this early in the school year, a lot of the parents hadn't gotten their kids vaccinated for chickenpox yet. To enroll in kindergarten at my elementary school, you have to either vaccinate your kids before the school year starts or within 3 months after. My teacher didn't know what to do. The office told her that if the parents wanted the kid to remain in class, she was technically supposed to let him unless the other parents complained or the principal deemed him a danger to the other students. The principal was over at the high school on the other side of the city. He was a principal of both weird Christian school thing. He was rushed over when he could, but because of the school handbook, the entitled boy had to remain in class. My teacher asked the school secretary to call our parents, but she only had home number for most parents and ended up with a lot of answering machines. Well, that would happen when parents are at work. So in kindergarten, everyone sat at a table group. I was at entitled boys' table. He was carrying on like normal, yelling about Power Rangers. I used to love that as a boy. I was also the only kid at our little table who had been vaccinated. I remember feeling bad because one of the girls was scheduled to have a shot the next day. Talk about bad luck. Yeah, really, talk about bad luck, wow. A lot of the kids at my table started itching and the girl was supposed to get her shot the next day. Showed me her arm. She had very faint pink dots. I don't know if a chickenpox usually moves that quickly, or if entitled boy has just the super mutant strand, but I was freaked out. I knew I had gotten a shot, that my mum promised would protect me from getting sick, but I was also 5 and still thought Stitch was a real being who lived in Hawaii. I was convinced that touching Evie would mean I would die from chickenpox. So my friends and I were avoiding him like he had, well, played. Finally, the principal burst into the room and kneeled down in front of entitled boy. He asked entitled boy to please come with them so they can call his parents together. About 20 minutes later, the entitled parents show up. Crap hits the fan. Entitled mum starts screaming about how both she and husband are licensed chiropractors and know all about the evils of vaccine. It's one of these parents, isn't it? They think that all vaccines are too evil, but in fact a vaccine can actually properly protect a child, again, especially from deadly vaccines like meningitis. And now vaccines give people autism. My oldest brother has Asperger's. If this hadn't happened like 5 years later, I could have roasted the hell out of his anti-vaxxers for their stupidity. Until Dad tries to calm entitled mother down, but also quietly tells the principal that as licensed chiropractors, they know and have seen vaccines not only give children autism, but make them gay. Are you kidding me? As a lesbian, I could again have roasted the crap out of them and had taken his place years later. Our principal firmly tells him that entitled boy needs to go home and can only come back when he's no longer sick. Entitled parents try to fight back from our principal is firm. An entitled boy is dragged away from my class, begging his parents for a new Power Rangers toy. As the weeks went on, more and more my classmates dropped like flies, until only about 7 of us remained. We were the lucky ones who had been vaccinated prior to the start of the school year, and since most of the class was homesick, we got to play a ton of games and picked out books we wanted to read. Usually the class voted, and we were 7 among the outvoted groups. After a few days, my classmates began to return. Not red spot in sight, but a few weeks later that the real kicker happened. Entitled parents sent out emails to all the parents of my class painting themselves as the victims and heroes were exposing the class to a live natural vaccine. My dad got mad because even though I didn't get sick, thanks parents on top of my vaccinations, you're rock. A lot of my classmates did. Entitled parents asked for a thank you from the other parents. needless to say, they got no thank you and only a lot of passive aggressive remarks and glares in the hallway. Well, you expect that to happen when you bring in a sick child that makes all the others children sick. Also, I don't feel too bad for entitled boy. He turned out to be one of the biggest entitled douchebags I've ever met. I went to school with him all the way through high school, and he's one of the worst humans I've had the displeasure of dealing with. Entitled apple doesn't fall far from the entitled tree. Entitled parents send us from school. Well, we already read that. My God, how entitled can you be to think that school is actually going to look after your child just because you can't be asked to when he's sick? Anyway, let's move on to the next one. This one's called Give Me Your Arm Now. So, some context. I'm a 16-year-old guy and was born missing my left hand, so often wear a rubber arm outside of my house, which helps me with day-to-day stuff. This took place about a year ago in a park, so I don't remember all the details. I also apologise for any typos since English isn't my first language. EK equals entitled kid, EP is entitled parent, and me, of course, is me. It was a yearly amusement park happening for a weekend at that park, so I was there with two of my friends. We were going to take a break from the rides, and my friends went to grab something to eat. I wasn't hungry though, so I simply sat down in the grass and scrolled through my phone. Cute entitled kid, he seemed to be around 5 to 6. What's that on your arm? It's a prosthetic arm. I only have one hand, so it helps me pick things up. Oh, okay, can I use it? I'm sorry, but it doesn't work that way. It was made only to fit my arm, so others can't use it. Feel free to look at it if you want. The entitled kid left, and I thought it was over since this happened to me quite a bit. Boy, was I wrong. He came back about a minute later with his mum by his side, looking pretty pissed. My friends still hadn't come back as there were a lot of people in a large queue to the food stand. Excuse me, my son just said you wouldn't let him look at your arm. He's free to look at it. I just told him he'd come try it on. Yeah, well, my son's a really nice kid and deserves to have it. I bet you don't even need it anyway. You just want the attention. It'll be a great toy for him. It's his birthday today. I already told you that he can't have it. It's mine and I need it. I only have one hand and I can't do stuff normally without it. I don't care if it's his birthday. How dare you? It's his birthday. He deserves a toy. You probably have two hands. You just want money from the government, you little cunt. And don't think I can see how you are actually a girl. You're just such an attention. You don't deserve it. Go F yourself. I couldn't think of much to respond with that, and was done with her crap. At this point, the kid started just crying to his mum, yelling, I want it, Mum. And the mum was telling her little brat that he'll get it. She started trying to drag me off my arm, and thank goodness my friends came back since I was getting really distressed by this whole thing. I've also had really bad anxiety, so I often get panic attacks and had to take meds for it, so I was getting really triggered by this whole ordeal. My friends started yelling at her with a ton of people at the park who had gathered around and stared on. I'm guessing someone told the person who looked at the amusement park this an employee came, asked us what had happened, and escorted them on and brought away, while she was still fuming and yelling at my friends as well as shouting transphobic and homophobic slurs at me. I don't know what happened after that, but I was super anxious and had to go home for the rest of the day. Oh dear. Well, an entitled parent thinks it's okay for her to take somebody else's property, especially as they are disabled and actually needs it to help them with every day-to-day life. But she feels it's entitled to take it away and give it to a child. How disgusting can one be? Anyway guys, that's all the time I've got for now. If you enjoyed the video then please leave a like. Don't forget to comment, and if you want to see more, also subscribe. But don't forget to also click on that bell notification. That way you'll be notified when I next upload videos. But until the next video, I shall see you all in the future. Bye bye.